By choosing to not understand what is the obligation and the moral logic of Amalek, you are the sinner. You are the one who's cursed. And this is what's happening. And this has nothing to do with religion. This is something I said a million times. It took a millennia to write what is now the Bible. 2 millennia to write what is the Bible and the Talmud and things like that. This is not something humanity learned in a day. This is something that humanity learned after they tried everything they could. Trust our ancestors. They were the way you are. Here's something I learned from doing an ancestry lineage research and reading about my great-great-grandpa, a million times removed, and about his characteristics, right? The way people describe him. And even though genetically my mom's family, for example, doesn't have that of his genetic anymore, well, they have exactly the same kind of character. So, and that is somebody who lived 500 years ago. I have a very strong feeling that our ancestors that accepted the way of life that we have right now are not very different from the way we're thinking. And therefore, I believe that it's time to be humble and understand that those who wrote the Torah are the same people who wrote, or who accepted it, are the same as us in their way of thinking, in their way of viewing the world, because they are our ancestors. And therefore, I have this confidence and trust in them, in those ancestors, and I can see it, and I understand it more than anything, that they had written those passages crying and hurting themselves. But they wrote it because they realized they have to write it down, hoping the next generations would understand and trust them, that they tried everything and anything they could to not reach to the point where they realized that this is the only moral thing to do.